Hej, z tej strony Indie Playerka i trzeci odcinek naszej gry o detektywce Judith. Ruszamy dalej. Kawałek jakiegoś gameplayu zobaczyłam, żebyśmy nie stali w miejscu, bo z moim rozkminianiem nie idzie najlepiej. Można obrazek wyciąć z ramki. I na tyle jest kod. Tak jest.
It worked.
Aż dziwne, że nie musieliśmy go wpisać.
Let's see what's in here.
Zobaczmy, co tu jest.
It looks like an old invitation.
Wygląda jak stare
Grand
zaproszenie.
opening of
Wielkie
Haus
otwarcie.
der Kunst.
Haus der Kunst.
It says the special exhibition is about degenerate art.
Jakaś specjalna
Must have been an honor if the person living here treasured it like this.
wystawa będzie. Reszty nie zdążyłam
And
przeczytać.
there's another page with handwritten notes on it. At first he lay motionless, struck by the cold stone. His bone bare and yet so approachable. If the frog had never jumped in the end, fate would have been sealed long ago. The lion knows he uses the 3 symbols for his flies. Weird. JB mentioned yesterday Shaline had to leave Munich when the Nazis took over. So when he had to go, they were still constructing the House of Art, if I remember my timeline correctly.
Okej, coś się dzieje w tym w domu sztuki w muzeum.
This implies Joseph hid a metal box in the lower level of the House of Art. I've got to dig?
House of Art.
The House of Art is not my expertise. If I want to be sure I don't miss anything, I'll need some help.
To House of Art to będzie, jeżeli dom sztuki, to będzie ten jej brat. Złapałem to, co on przede mną ukrywał tak długo. Zwykły metalowy skarbiec, skrzynia. Wystarczająco duży, żeby schować korespondencję, ale nic więcej. Następnego dnia zniknął i od razu spadł mu ciężar z ramion. Mój przyjaciel powiedział: jeśli dopadną mnie wcześniej niż ciebie, idź po moich śladach. A później tam, gdzie bomby cię nie mogą znaleźć i kontrowersja jest pokazana. Sprawdzaj dwukrotnie planszę do gry szachów. Wskazówki będą w moim posiadaniu, w sensie legacy to jest no to, co on ma jakby, to wszystko, co mamy, spadek cały jakby. Kop w poszukiwaniu wskazówek. No to wychodzimy, idziemy do brata. I to tyle wiem. Więcej nie sprawdzałam dalej, więc za chwilę znów możemy utknąć.
He sleeps like a baby.
Śpi jak dziecko. House of Art.
You up for a little field trip?
Where to?
To the House of Art. You like that place, right?
Love it! I've even got a student ticket for it, so I don't have to pay. And you neither, because I can take a +1. Field trip on a budget extravaganza!
Great. Get up and let's go.
Tak, nie interesowała się nim, a teraz go zabiera do muzeum, a on ma studencki bilet, więc nawet nie będzie musiała płacić. Gdzie to jest tu?
I've never seen so many people here before.
They must be here for some sort of celebration. I wonder what's the occasion. Fortunately, no one asked us for invitations.
Although it was quite fun dressing up last time.
Hey, Judith! Earth to Judith!
Sorry, I was just considering something.
I could see that. So,
There's something hidden, something I need.
right. Is this related to those weirdos from yesterday?
Just help me out, okay?
Jeszcze nigdy nie było tu tyle ludzi, są zdziwieni, szczególnie pan. Prawdopodobnie jest tu jakieś święto i cieszą się, że nie muszą mieć zaproszenia. Dobra,
Did you
porozmawiajmy z
knock someone
paniem.
out again? Don't look at me like that. Dorothea just texted me.
Trust me, even you would have thrown a punch.
Tak, pobiłam pana, bo był nazistą. Pan się, że mu ta Dorotea
So, what
powiedziała to.
is it that you're looking for? Treasure? The Holy Grail? Purpose in life?
I knew you'd be like this.
What? Like wanting to know why you're doing all this?
Oh, how weird. My brother cares about me. The tragedy.
Ugh. Fine. There's this thing Grandpa Wilhelm was looking into. And it turns out it's this big mystery. All these riddles and whatnot. And now, others are also going after it.
Sounds like some sort of spy shit.
Yeah, that pretty much describes it.
So cool. I'm in.
Taking the wrong lessons from what I said, as always.
Pani mu wyjaśniła, dlaczego to wszystko robimy, że tam dziadek coś tam miał jakieś wielkie tajemnice. Pan się cieszy i też chce w tym brać udział.
What a weird painting.
No dobrze.
This painting consists of several illustrations, but I don't understand what they mean. I probably need to read the description first.
Piszą...
Wait, I can't believe I suggested that. I actually hate those.
Dziwny obraz. Pani musi przeczytać opis, żeby zrozumieć, o co tu chodzi.
The description reads, Journey of Eternity. Approximately 1500. Unknown artist. This painting illustrates a journey of a secret recipe over the centuries. The first era illustrates the king of India, Zarathustra, and a kung fu master. The king is reading from a scroll and drinking a milky liquid known as Hauma. Legend has it that the king became immortal because of that drink. The second era shows the kung fu master meditating, now knowing the recipe for a drink of eternal life. He carved the ingredients for Hauma into his lower leg. A man is lurking behind him. He then kills him with a stone. The third era shows the man again at the Zoroastrian Tower of Silence. He has obviously drunk a glass of Hauma, and his female lover is drinking it too. At the same time, a raven steals part of the secret recipe. In the fourth era, a ship is leaving the medieval city of Constantinople. 3 nuns hold a bone above their head with their hands, singing like in ecstasy. We also see a man longing for the bone, and a woman about to attack him with a mysterious frog creature. In the last era, we see all of them again, walking in different directions. What a fascinating story. Now I know the chronological order of these fascinating
Przepraszam.
I guess.
No to ładnie.
What did the description say about this part of the paint? The third era shows the man again at the Zoroastrian Tower of Silence. He has obviously drunk at the same time.
Czyli tak. Pierwsza era, druga, trzecia, czwarta, piąta.
What did the description?
Remember.
Journey, the first era. The
No
king
przecież
is legend.
czytałam, że
The second, he carved a man
pamiętam.
is the is obvious at the same in the 3 nuns. We also see him in the. What did?
Don't remember. Aha, jakby nie w tą stronę.
Let's try some.
Nie miałam tego jakoś w kolejności ułożyć? Nie ogarniam.
That style. It looks just like the picture in the secret salon.
To wygląda dokładnie tak, jak rysunek w
If I want
salonie.
to do anything here, I'll have to get rid of the crowd somehow.
Musi się pozbyć tłumu, jeżeli chce tu coś zrobić.
I don't see how those two are
Dobra,
same
lecimy.
style again. What do you make of this?
Oh, that's what you were after? Looks like expressionism. Those people in black and white, they sorta kinda look like nuns. Seems like they're praising this broken bone. The stuff around them, the spiky things, symbolize Mira. Must be a holy relic or something. There was a time when people traded with the bones of various saints. But it's really strange to see something like this depicted in a expressionistic print.
If I want to do anything here, I'll have to get rid of the crowd somehow.
Now,
Zaraz
what's
będziemy
that
wyrzucać
supposed to
tłum.
be? An exhibit for toilet humor? It reads, Bending Life. 2016, Satoshi Nakamoto. Tube sculpture with aluminum alloy. Bullshit.
Pani się nie podoba rzeźba.
A security door. Probably has some important stuff hidden behind it.
Drzwi do ochrony, prawdopodobnie coś tam skrywają za...
Maybe you can help me out. This piece looks very strange.
Isn't all art quite strange to you?
Will you let me finish? This shows some kind of bird with a split tail, right? And around it are suns and bones, and it's carrying a bone as well.
So, you want an interpretation of that? The sun usually represents life, and bones may symbolize mortality, but also permanency. So, my guess would be the bird is some kind of phoenix. They exist in many forms in many cultures. In Egypt, it was called the Bennu. In Persia, Hauma. Not to be confused with Hauma, a bird symbolizing a godly drink.
You have so much brain and you use it so rarely. Thanks, JB.
Pan jej objaśnił symbolikę tego ptaka. Co tam kości oznaczają i tak dalej. Już nie pamiętam. A może powinnam.
There's something hidden away here. Something I need.
A hidden treasure in the basements of the House of Arts. Right.
I guess it's under the House of Arts.
Well, with such a neoclassical building, you never know if the floor is old or new.
Maybe it's a good idea to take a closer look at the floor.
Mają coś schowane pod tym budynkiem. Będą patrzeć na podłogę, czy jest stara, czy nowa.
Have you been to this
Czy
exhibition
byłeś
before?
tu?
Nope. This one is new to me too. These are very cool though. These pieces. Some of these pieces are inspired by old artwork. Exploring questions like what do old and ancient works look like with modern techniques? Or modern interpretations? Of course, when I say modern, I'm talking about early 20th century, obviously.
Yeah, very interesting.
One day, you'll get it. But thanks for asking me along. I never know if you actually like doing things together.
I've just been busy.
Yeah, busy.
What's that supposed to mean?
Last time I checked, you were busy collecting bottles.
Listen to the pot calling the kettle black.
Ugh, sorry I brought it up.
Okej, zapytała się go, czy tutaj bywa, czy widział już tą wystawę. Nie widział, pierwszy raz ją widzi, jest nowa. Jest zadowolony, że zapytała, cieszy się, bo nigdy nie wiedział, czy ona faktycznie lubi się z nim spotykać. Ona mu powiedziała, że była zajęta, on jej wytknął, że była zajęta kolekcjonowaniem butelek. Dobrze, ogarnij tych odwiedzających, żeby ich rozproszyć.
I need to take a closer look at these things over there. Could you go outside and make sure nobody's watching me?
You want me to be a distraction? Are you going to commit crimes?
I would never say it like that. But...
Say no more. I'm right where I need to be. Gather around, everyone. Let me tell you a little about the history of this place. don't worry. We'll get to this room soon. Let me first show you an incredibly special piece right down this hallway.
Pan ich zaprosił na wycieczkę, oprowadził ich po jakichś innych obrazach.
All right. My brother's making sure nobody comes in. Let's see.
Dobrze. Podłoga.
Let's see now.
Co tu się dzieje? To jest jak...
I don't see anything of interest.
Coś rozwalam.
Still nothing. No. Incorrect. I'd better figure out where I strike next first before I wreck even more of the floor.
A, myślałam, że ja tu...
Not sure. Let's stop guessing.
Myślałam, że to na tym ma polegać, głupia ja.
A metallic door.
Mhm.
Bending line. 26 tubes. I can't leave.
Co ja tu mam szukać w takim razie?
Same.
Zaczęło się.
No. The bird represents. I should try. I think they're. That doesn't work. Let's try something else. Let's try something else.
Będę wszystko tak robić.
That doesn't work. A cipher key. I should try. Let's try something else. This doesn't. I think they're not. Who is this map?
Jak mam to odkryć?
Not sure if. This is a pure guess.
No guessing. Co ja mam tu zrobić? Pomyślmy.
Same style.
Tak.
Let's read that part of the. In the.
No, ale po co mam
Here's
to
what
czekać?
In the fourth era, a ship is leaving the medievals. 3 nuns hold a bone above their head with their hand. We also see him.
No ja wiem, jak to jest po kolei. Pierwsza era, no ale co? Jak to rozwikłać?
I need to combine something with it.
Te salon. Gdzie jest ten? O, tu. Double.
Not sure if that. This is. Not sure. I think I need to do something.
Ale co mamy zrobić, no?
The king is legend. Should I?
Szudaj co?
Should I read it?
Don't.
Let's try something.
Próbujmy wszystko
I
po
don't
kolei.
This doesn't make an. I should try. I think they're not. That doesn't work. I should try. I think they're not. What did the.
Wiecie co, nie ma sensu, żebym ja tu tak szukała, ja sobie sprawdzę. I później wam po prostu... O, trzymam i później znów włączę te nagrania, okej. Wracam, wiem. To jest do tego ten obraz. I tutaj jest tak jak po kolei tam było. Że ten go sprał kamieniem. Później była ta kość. No i żaba.
Only gibberish. Not sure if those are letters or numbers.
Co? No przecież tak miało być.
I think I did.
Co źle zrobiłam? Czekajcie 3 sekundy.
Nuns hold a bone above their head with their
Kamień. Kość ten.
Still, this is crazy.
I think
Robię ze mnie idiotkę, no przecież tak komuś zadziałało. Kość. I żaba. Bo pani trzyma żabę.
Oh, turning the lenses in this order makes sister.
O, teraz zadziałało. Boże, jakie głupie. Pewnie dlatego, że tego nie przekręciłam. Na pewno wam włączyłam nagrywanie, jeszcze to? Tak. I teraz mamy
This is another sister. I should be.
to tutaj teraz z
once
tym,
again, deciphering a Cistercian code, no problem.
żeby odkodowała.
Read 8K, a coordinate.
Dobrze, idziemy rozwalić taką płytkę.
8K, a coordinate.
Tutaj. 8K2. Do tego momentu
got it.
patrzyłam.
Careful now. It's some sort of metal box, similar to the one I found in the Bavaria statue.
Jakieś metalowe pudełko znalazła, podobne jak w tej Bawarii statule.
Fortunately, this one just opens up. Inside is a stack of letters.
Są tu jakieś listy.
That letter looks ancient, and this handwriting. It's difficult for me to read, and the letter is quite long. Best to break it into parts.
O matko,
My
zacznijmy.
beloved Lord, I cry to thee looking for forgiveness, for my sins are grave and many in number. I was unfaithful to you, to my vows and my sisters. I fell in sinful love with a man. I deceived you, but in the end I deceived him also. In Constantinople, my sisters and I deciphered the text about a holy relic. It probably referred to the holy saint of Thessalonica. So, we have love, betrayal, and some ancient relic. I think I'm in for an interesting read.
Jeżeli dobrze ogarnęłam, to jakaś siostra zakochała się w mężczyźnie. I też jest jakiś tam powiązane z jakimś relikwią.
Today, I wish we had never learned of this relic. But as we did so, did this man, whom I loved and betrayed in equal parts, learned of us in our findings. A man of state, a businessman, educated and handsome. Venerable and tall, like his name, Maximilian Alexander Primus. I fell in love with him, but I wasn't able to protect him. Maximilian Alexander Primus. That's quite the mouthful. For some reason, I think of some Roman gladiator or a Spartan soldier.
Tak, pani tam się zakochała, jednocześnie go zdradziła, nie mogła go ochronić.
My sisters and I were supposed to bring the bone across the Black Sea to Europe. I thought Maximilian a Christian man because he promised to help us with this dangerous journey. Later, I learned he had wanted the bone for himself.
A to on
I
ją
nearly
zdradził.
helped him achieve that goal, betraying my sisters in act and not just in mind. He showed us a way out of Constantinople, but we were stopped by a young woman, pretty as a picture. And as dangerous as she was beautiful, she and him fought. They fell into the floods during the crossing. We could only save the bone of Thessaloniki, but unfortunately not us. Alright, so according to this, they really did find that holy relic. And there's another person after it as well. Or maybe another lover exacting revenge after this guy ran off with a bunch of nuns?
Pan kochanek chciał im pomóc przewieźć tą kość, która była relikwią, bo to było niebezpieczne zadanie dla samych sióstr zakonnych, ale niestety okazało się, że jest zdrajcą i chciał tej kości dla siebie. Pani jego kochanka, siostra chciała mu w tym pomóc, ale koniec końców pokazała się jakaś kobieta, która była bardzo piękna i równie niebezpieczna i zaczęła się z nim tłuc. Koniec końców chyba nikt tej kości nie miał. Już nie wiem, co tam na końcu było. Czyli wszystkich wytłukło. Czytajmy
When we
dalej.
arrived ashore, we found ourselves in a country we did not know, with a language we did not speak. We fell prey to carnal lust and could not return to our Italian homeland. We had to separate. Two of my sisters had become pregnant, and we parted ways. My new home is here in Munich. I have new sisters who take good care of me. But still, I fear all the travels and suffering will take their toll soon. I did hold on to the bone that was so important to my beloved Maximilian. After I saw him fall into the waters, I couldn't bring myself to give it up to the church after all. Tonight, I will bury it in a safe, sacred place. I have never quite given up hope that Maximilian survived his fight. I beg of you, dear Lord, I'll gladly endure purgatory if only you spare Maximilian for me. Please, make it so that these pages will find him. He will know what to do. In eternal reverence to you, Sister Bladina. Pages? Plural? But it's just the one. Or am I missing something? Somehow, this gives just as many questions as it answers things. Okay, so this nun, Sister Blondina, she brought the bone to Munich in the end.
Okej, czyli jednak tam źle zapamiętałam. To pan kochanek wypadł za burtę, zginął prawdopodobnie, choć siostra ma nadzieję, że nie. Dlatego napisała ten cały list, że może ten Maksymilian znajdzie go i ożyje. Ogólnie ona ze sobą zabrała tą kość. Musiała się rozstać z innymi siostrami, bo te siostry były w ciąży. Gdzie one zdążyły zajść w ciążę? Są siostrami zakonnymi. Halo? I ona sobie tutaj zamieszkała właśnie w tym Muniku. I kości nie oddała do kościoła, bo stwierdziła, że to jest zbyt cenne i po prostu ją gdzieś pochowała. Gdzieś w takie święte miejsce, żeby nikt jej nie dostał. Dobra.
Well, now I could see why Joseph hid this. Just what is going on?
Czyli gdzieś jest chyba ta kość.
Judith, I better leave. I think they're becoming mistrustful. See ya, bye.
Pan już
Of
musi
course,
iść,
JB.
bo go zaczęli podejrzewać.
A security door.
Czy ja już stąd mogę
Let's
iść?
see if I can bring
Okej.
everything together and figure out what's going on. Huh? Something just changed in the other room. I think somebody is about to hold a speech.
Welcome. Welcome, everyone.
Wygląda jak
It's been a
Krzysztof
while
Krawczyk.
since I've had to entertain such a crowd. Last time, I can assure you, the uniforms were very different. But that is all in a past that should never be celebrated, never be repeated. Instead, I'd like to celebrate my gift to this museum. When I first heard of this painting, I knew it should be given to the people of Munich. It is an exemplary piece of history, both old and modern. A true celebration of what we are about as a people, as Bavarians. I can only say so many words. Now, it's time for you all to form your own.
That man. I know him. But from where? Ugh, damn my head again. That headache. I need to figure out what was going on when I blacked out. And I think this man has something to do with it. And I need to do this right now. Is there something in my possession that could trigger my memories?
Masz tego papierosa. No, pani posłuchała sobie przemowy i stwierdziła, że zna tego pana. Musimy prawdopodobnie z tej nocy, kiedy była nieprzytomna, I musimy pamięć jej odświeżyć.
Let's try something else. That
The-
doesn't work.
Nie?
I don't see how the...
No przecież tym wcześniej paliłaś.
Okay, so this nun, Sister Blondina, she...
Tak, tak.
The man the nuns encountered on their travels and who... The mysterious relic the nun... No. Let's try something...
Jak masz sobie przypomnieć? Aha, po prostu powąchać. Dobra.
I remember it now.
Pani już pamięta.
I remember it now.
Wyobraźcie
I
sobie.
remember what happened last night.
Pamiętam, co się działo zeszłej nocy. Jakiś czas temu.
What? Where am
Gdzie
I?
jestem?
Why is everything so unclear? But I'm in one piece. And I can still feel my grandpa's journal in my pocket.
Gdzie jesteśmy? Tym. Aha, chciałam iść w sad, przyciskałam.
I remember.
Pamiętam.
There were candles left and right. There is a matchbox I used to light them.
Były te świeczki z lewej i z prawej. Użyła paczki zapałek, żeby je zapalić.
My mind is too confused to focus on anything else.
Nie może się skupić na niczym innym. Wyjdźmy.
My mind is too confused. My mind...
To co mam zrobić?
There were My mind...
Hey! Where's my stuff?
Gdzie moje rzeczy?
Oh, right. Something happened. Somebody brought me here. Did they drug me?
Pani nie wie, gdzie są jej rzeczy. Ktoś ją tu przyprowadził, czy ją odurzył. Pamięta ten biały proszek.
There's this strange white powder all over my face and clothes.
Whatever this is, it's giving me a huge headache.
Przez to ją bolała głowa. No i co, tyle?
My mind is...
There were
My mind...
There were
Co mam więcej zrobić? Może to?
Let's see if Grandpa
Okay.
mentioned anything. Oh, something stuck to this
Coś
page.
utknęło w
A
stronach.
sheet of some sort of thin leather.
Jakieś skórki.
According to the description in the journal, I should roll this up into a cigarette. Huh. Never thought my frequent abuse of smokables would come in handy.
Teraz zwinęła sobie papierocha.
A fresh scorpion skin cigarette.
Ze świeżej skóry skorpiona.
A fresh I should try.
I co więcej?
I remember that I used one of the matches.
O, zapaliła sobie.
A lit cigarette. If the
Pal.
journal is correct, this should help me clear my head.
Powinno jej pomóc oczyścić głowę.
That's exactly what I needed.
Tego dokładnie potrzebowała. Dobra.
What is that painting?
Co to za obraz? Tyle?
If I'm careful, I can escape.
Jeśli będzie ostrożna, może uciec.
And where do you think you're going?
Charlie, is that any way to greet our guest?
I poszła z nimi.
Ah, Miss Hartman. So nice to meet you. I'm sorry we are meeting under these circumstances, but I assure you, I don't mean any harm.
You abduct me and drug me, and you don't mean any harm. I hate to see what you'd do to me if you did.
I'd hate to see that for you, too.
What do you want from me?
Your investigation, Miss Hartman. I've been following it with some interest. You're getting further than most people.
Pan jest zainteresowany jej śledztwem, jest dalej niż jakikolwiek wcześniejszy człowiek.
Who are
To.
you?
Kim jesteś?
My name is Maximilian Alexander Primus. But at some point my adversary started referring to me as Map. And I suppose it stuck around. What else would you like to know?
To jest ten pan od zakonnicy. Maksymilian,
What am I doing
Co ona tu
here?
robi?
I wanted to have a conversation. In an environment of my choice under my control.
You abduct people just to have a conversation with them?
I do. Does that worry you?
Just seems a little psycho.
Spoken like a person who doesn't share my life experiences. But now that we're talking, I realize you're a lot further than I'd hoped. I'll just have to move quicker. Charlie, prepare the sketches. We want them there next dawn. And once we're done, destroy everything still here. You must still have many questions.
Ogólnie pani... może tak. Pan miał nadzieję, że pani aż tak wiele nie wie, a jednak wie, więc oni muszą szybciej działać. Ogólnie chciał z nią porozmawiać, dlaczego ją tu ściągnął. Ona się zapytała, czy zawsze tak odurza ludzi po to, żeby z nimi porozmawiać, a on, że czemu ją to dziwi? Przecież to normalne. A ona, że no jest lekkim psycholem.
What do you know about me?
Co wie o niej?
Charlie told me about the events at the Oktoberfest. And I understand that you're currently following Schulein's trail.
What is it to you?
You're dealing with the legacy of people I used to know quite well. Take Joseph, for instance.
How do you know about him?
We go way back. But that story is for another time. What else would you like to know?
I think
Kolejne
I'd like to
pytanie.
hear that story now.
Understandable. But you're asking me to explain the ocean to a mole. You have no idea what you're even looking for. I don't think you even know the lion, the fox, and the frog, do you? Figures. Let me tell you that Joseph was a thief and a fool of a man. The lame fools will go to protect what they believe is their legacy. Perhaps that's why your grandfather and him got along. Well, before he ruined that, as he did with everything. But, you know, Judith, sometimes it's best to just live your life and not engage with such foolery. You must still have many questions.
Powiedzieli, że ten Joseph to był głupiec i złodziej.
What
Zapytajmy
do
o
you know
dziadka.
about my grandfather?
I thought I'd meet you one day. Like grandfather, like granddaughter, right? I know he gave up on his quest when family became involved. I told him, you know, if he pressed his luck, people could die. I just hoped it wasn't anyone he truly cared about. It was uncalled for.
What are you talking about?
You don't know about your grandfather, your parents? Shame. You must still have many questions.
Jej dziadek się poddał, bo już zaczęła być zaangażowana w to rodzina i mogli zginąć ludzie.
Tell me about my parents.
Powiedz mi o
Not so
rodzicach.
I've already told you so much. I
Nie
want
opowie
something
jej.
in return.
Ask me anything.
Not an answer, an item. Miss Hartman, the journal. Give me the journal and I'll tell you everything.
First, you tell me all these things that raise so many questions. And now you tell me you won't answer any of it until I give you the journal. No, I don't play that game.
Nie dam mu dziennika.
Shoot yourself. Just know I can tell you anything you'd ever want to know. Should you change your mind, call me. Charlie, can you ensure our guest returns home safely?
Of course.
A znów proszek.
So that's what happened. So this man...
Musimy znaleźć, jak to jest połączone. Aha.
Maximilian Alexander Primus. Or in short, is it a coincidence? Or is that bastard that abducted me related to the person in this letter? Or are they the same person?
Może być.
What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense.
Pani nie wie, co się dzieje.
Are both of them the same person?
Zastanawia się, czy ten w liście to ten sam,
I don't see how.
co od
Let's try
siostry.
something else. Let's try something else. No. I think they're not That doesn't work. I don't
Dobrze.
see how the.
Machamy wszystkim.
This doesn't I should try. That doesn't work. Let's try something. I think they're not.
Myślicie, że mam tu wejść, czy coś? Aha, muszę tu być.
I don't see how. I think they're not I should try. Let's try something.
Dlaczego?
That doesn't work. This doesn't. No. I think they're not. I don't
Teraz
see.
się okaże,
This
że...
is an invitation to the Whoever put it in the box must. Whatever it is, I need someone else to join me because me and our.
No przecież już to wiemy. To...
Who is this map? And what does he want? I should try. Let's try some. That doesn't work. Let's try
tu?
something else. I think they're not. No. I don't see. This doesn't make any. Let's try something. I
To
should
wszystko
try
tak
That doesn't work. I should try.
połączać.
Let's try something else. Let's try something else.
Fox Salon. Chyba nic tu nie wymyślimy. Jeszcze czegoś nie połączyłam? Chyba wszystko.
This gives me. This is an invitation. Whoever put it in. Whatever it is, the mysterious relic the nuns brought with them.
I wonder if the nun paintings
Oh.
I've seen in the salon in the House of Arts are somehow connected to the nuns I've read about in this
Myślę,
letter.
że tak. Pani się pyta, czy to jest jakoś tam połączone z tymi
Assuming the nuns relic and the bone are
nansami
the same
w...
object. And
muzeum.
Judith said the bird, Phoenix, Hauma bird, whatever, represents eternal life. That means the nuns brought something with them that makes people immortal. How? I mean, assuming for a moment reality is on a break and all this stuff is possible.
Pani mówi o tym, że wynika z tego, że ta kość, którą niosła właśnie ta zakonnica, sprawia, że człowiek może być nieśmiertelny, oczywiście odsuwając całą rzeczywistość i możliwości, to zakładając, że to jest w ogóle możliwe.
The relic the nuns found brings eternal life. If the bone gives eternal life, again, assuming this kind of stuff is even possible, the slimy dude could be the same person as the one in the letter. How old would he be now? At least some 100 years, right? That's crazy. He can't be. But if so, it means he was in possession of the bone once and became immortal. But then he lost it. The nuns found it.
I teraz tak. Pan prawdopodobnie jest nieśmiertelny. Najpierw był w posiadaniu tej kości, a później ją właśnie stracił i zakonnica ją ma. I dlatego jej szuka. Oczywiście pani tak zakłada, ale myśli nadal, że to niemożliwe. Ja nie wiem.
The bone that made Maximilian immortal.
Kość, która uczyniła Maksymiliana nieśmiertelnym.
That doesn't work. I think they're not. I don't see how.
Dobrze, sprawdźmy.
So the immortal guy loses the relic that makes people immortal. The nuns bring it to Munich. If I were to believe this is real for a moment, does it mean the bone's still here? In Munich?
Okej, czyli to już wszystko, co wiemy, czyli kość prawdopodobnie, skoro zakonnica ją tu przywiozła, jest dalej w tym mieście.
If this story is true, it's.
Tak.
I should try some. Let's try something. I don't see. This doesn't make. That doesn't work. I think they're. This. Why?
Ach, nie przeczytałam sobie.
Oh, Shaline and Grandpa must have been searching for it as well. And maybe Shaline found it and left some breadcrumbs for Grandpa? But why? I feel like there's a gap. I'm missing some information. Anyway, I start following this trail and I make progress. Somehow, that immortal guy finds out about it. Ugh, and then he wants me to work for him. Why? He surely knows more about the bone than I do. But maybe not where it is? I must know something he doesn't. My grandpa's journal. It contains the information Map lacks, along with the stuff from Shalina I already found.
This is all such a mindfuck. Like, am I buying into all that? Relics and immortals and a nun and...
Oh, fuck. I should go.
Judith!
Noż
I'm
kurde.
sorry, everyone. I just happened to see a friend I had not seen for a long time.
A, pani była
Please, excuse me.
cały
As
czas
for us, let's go somewhere
tym
more
muzeum.
quiet.
I'm not going anywhere. Not until I have answers. I found the letter. You got some explaining to do.
And like I've told you, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. But first, you know what I want. The journal, Judith. Give it to me and I'll tell you anything.
I'm not giving up my only guide. But I do want answers. I'll make him answer.
Czyli pan ją zobaczył pośród tego tłumu, przywitał się z nią, chciał z nią iść na ubocze, ona nie chciała, ona chce odpowiedzi, a on chce dziennik. I teraz musi go zmusić, żeby jej odpowiedział. To co ja tu mam
If this
klikać?
story is true, I think they're not I should try.
Przerzucamy wszystko.
No. Let's try something else. I don't see. Let's try something. I must know some. That doesn't work. Let's try something. No. Let's try something else.
Szukamy połączenia,
I
no.
think they're.
O. A, to jest to. To nie. Wszystko zniknęło, wszystko zabrał. Wszystko przepadło, ktoś zabrał papiery.
I should try. That doesn't work. Let's try something. This doesn't make any sense.
Co ja tu mam
I
jeszcze?
don't see how. I think they're not
Oj,
connected.
matko.
That doesn't work. I should try. No. That doesn't work. I should try some. I think they're not. Let's try some.
Gdzie to jest to? To w salonie było. To nie.
This doesn't. I don't see how. The bone. If this story is true, what did
Nie potrzebuję
the
tego.
mysterious relic the nuns brought with them? This is an invitation. Whoever put it. Whatever it is. If this.
A mogę escape'em? Nie. Muszę dalej coś tu szukać.
I don't see. That doesn't work. Let's try something. I should try. I think they're
Już
not.
mam wszystko prawie połączone i co?
Let's try some. I should try. I think they're not connected. That doesn't work.
Dobra, nie ma sensu. Kończę
try
na
something.
dzisiaj, bo będę tak klikać, będzie trzeba sprawdzić. Bo jak wiemy, w tej grze ja już mogłam na coś najechać wcześniej i dopiero to później zatrybi. Nie ma sensu. Także dziękuję wam bardzo za ten odcineczek. Trzymajcie się. Pa, pa.